What's his first name?
Josh Gilbert.
Josh Gilbert.
Yep.
From the UK.
Yep. Same Husky team over in the UK as Russian Bob.
So I know that you don't listen to the Pulp stuff.
Yep.
He was on the radar on Pulp.
Oh, yeah, he's legit.
Because it was what's his name? Who's the Get guy?
Oh, Dan Truman.
Yes. So Dan, I think it was on Fantasy they were talking about it.
I picked him.
And Dan was like, well, I have two texts out. One guy says 10 to 12. One guy says 10 to 15. And he was like, I think maybe he's been to the 83 Compounder Ride. I'm not sure. Like he
spent some time in Florida. He was that British guy I was telling you guys about.
Okay.
He spent some time down in Florida. I don't know if he rode 83 Compound, but he was riding some of the local races down there.
So the sad thing was I meant to pick him, and I didn't in Fantasy. And then, of course, I'm watching the broadcast, and he's like 10th. I'm like, motherfucker.
Dude, he was in 7th at the beginning of that second.
I know. The guy was fucking crushing it.
Here's the thing about Gilbert. So his team, because they make all their money doing the British Series, and they've done GPs before, they're racing as many rounds over here until they run out of money, or if they don't run out of money, but until a British round starts. He wants to do as many as he could. Like I said, his teammate is Russian Bob, Evgeny Bobby Trev. Crazy thing about Josh is he gets better when the track's rougher. Track wasn't rough yesterday.
Yeah.
So if you think that, like, oh, he hit his peak, if he makes it east, wait till if he makes it to Redbud, oh, he's putting it in the top 10. Like, no problem. But want to hear another wild thing about Josh? You know what his best finish last year in the GPs was?
What?
16th.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So, like, if that's, I know that I'm not trying to make this a whole U.S. versus Euro debate, but if you want a really good indication of how things are over there compared to over here, that's all you really need to know.
Well, but don't say that too loud, because then you have Cairoli, who's battling for the world title last year and is now getting 7th.
We also do.
So it's like, I agree with what you're saying to an extent, but it's like, well, it all kind of washes out eventually here.
I know that there's a lot of varying factors to it, but I just want people to keep in mind that Gilbert, like, in the GPs, since he's went to the GPs, he's been a 12, 13 to, like, 17th place guy.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if he's ever even put it in the top 10 in a moto over there. So, yeah, I really hope that they can do the series as long as possible. He's a very interesting dude, very quiet, and he's better when the track gets rough. And I think that yesterday he's probably going, fuck, dude, this track's way too smooth right now. And he's also very good in the sand, but I don't think he'll be here by the time we get to Southwick. But if he makes it to Redbud, yeah, look for him to be in the top 10 at some point when the track gets rough. So, man, who knows? Maybe even Hangtown. But, yeah, that's the little thing on them. They're doing it as long as they have money or until we get to a British round. I'm going to assume they're probably going to run out of money before we get to a British round.
Okay.
But, no, cool little story, man, because I know a lot of people, even Leach was like, I don't know who Josh Gilbert is. But no, he was that British guy I was telling you guys about way back in the wintertime. Like, hey, we got some British dudes coming over. And I think there's a couple other dudes coming over later in the year. But, no, it's just a cool story, man, because everybody was like, I know everybody was watching that. They're going, who the fuck is Josh Gilbert?
Yeah. So, all right.